everyone, happy Thursday, good morning. Just want to run through the agenda items for today, go through some stuff with you. So if you have a peek at the calendar, have a peek at our submissions for today, you will notice a couple of things. So first things first, what's due today is your personal narrative organizer. So what that means is, oh, say hi, Mari.
Hi.
Hold on, say hi. Say hi. I am not editing that out. We are leaving that in there because she's lovely. Get it? Lovely? Lovely? Funny? Huh? No, just me. All right. Anyway. Sorry, so back to personal narrative outline. So they are due by end of day today. So a couple of things I want to sort of go over about that with you. So please, for the record, check out those examples and TED Talks we have in the lessons on personal narrative. I think they're fantastic, and I think you'll really, really enjoy them. We're going to go through them a bit more later on today as well in our live lesson, 12 o'clock. Don't forget. Personal narrative. So yes, you are in fact connecting, you are storytelling your own personal experience, your own personal situations in terms of connecting yourself within the story. However, you got to keep in mind too that we are sharing those stories in a presentation-like format. So what that means is be careful that we're not sort of getting so encompassed in the story itself that we, have a tendency to ramble, which is totally natural, and that we forget the kind of purpose of sort of why we're kind of telling this personal narrative. So the idea of theme message, right? There has to be a point to the narrative of which you're telling. So you're showing versus telling. So it's not just about telling what happened, it's about describing something in order to show or prove a point. So we don't want you to get too lost within it that the purpose of why you're doing this or why you're sharing it gets lost. So please, please, please make sure you're having a look at those examples. Like I said, they're kind of a really great sort of example of what we're looking for. They're funny, they're relatable, they connect to the audience. They have everything that we're kind of looking for in terms of our requirements within this. So also there's a rubric attached to the personal narrative outline. Have a look at that, and hopefully that will help you kind of pan out everything in terms of what we're looking for, and we're always here to help and give direction and clarification if you need it. Number 2, cheap seats for tomorrow are due on Fridays. Don't forget. Make sure you check out the link. Make sure that you don't forget about cheap seats. They are worth marks. What else am I forgetting? Oh, and of course it says in our submissions that our ISU Part 1 is in fact due. So ISU stands for Independent Study. We also call that our collimating task. And that project is in fact not due until the very, very end of term, but we've staggered the steps kind of throughout the course so that it is not so overwhelming at the end. So part 1 is due, and part 1 is that you are in fact going through and choosing 2 documentaries, and that you are going to share those documentaries within our discussion post. You will find the outline if you haven't looked, which I'm hoping you have, but you will find all that information in the content tab under ISU. It's at the bottom. All the requirements are steps are within that tab, and you will be able to find everything you need there. Again, the only thing is part 1. So right now, all you're doing, we have a list of documentaries that you can choose from. You're going to choose 2. You're going to post them in the discussion. They need to be approved by your specific teacher, and then we move on from there. So have a look at that. Don't forget about that, because like I said, we've staggered the requirements of that throughout the course so that you are on top of it and that it's not overwhelming at the end, because it is in fact worth quite a bit of marks, about 30% of your final mark at the end of the course. Okay guys, so I think that's it in terms of agenda for today. One more time, live lesson today at 12. Please join if you can. If you can't, no worries, because they are recorded and located on our news feed right underneath our updates, so you can watch them over and over and over if you so wish, and you can access them there. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll chat soon.